This is case number 25S00791FY, People State of Michigan versus Timothy Dansby.
Chuck, on behalf of the people. Morning, Your Honor. Ben Donica, here on behalf of Mr. Williams.
Okay, Mr. Gotti, good morning. Sir, come on. Can you get up? Can he move? No? Okay, sir, can you tell us your name? All right, so Mr. Dansby, today is the adjourn date for a probable cause conference on this charge of this was a retail fraud, first degree. And so last time, Mr. Gotti, you needed some video discovery and you wanted to review all that. So did you get a chance to do that?
Wonderful.
Okay. Well, he didn't apparently, but did you look at it?
I did not receive it.
Okay, what happened with the video discovery?
I wasn't here in this case.
Huh?
I don't see it even in my file. So, what you can tell the court is actually it's his back case. I'll get it today. So.
Oh, all right. Well, things might have slowed down since she was off. Okay, so you want an adjournment, Mr. Gotti, again? A brief one?
Yes.
I don't know. How long would you like?
Pardon me?
How long would you like it to be?
We have a trial next week starting in front of Judge Rowe, but it's only going to be a couple-day trial.
Okay. Okay, sir, put your hand down. Put your hand down. Okay. The following week.
Yes.
What do we have the following week? Not next week, but the following week.
Or just another
Another PCC.
for 8th at 9:10.
How about September 8th, 9:30? We'll get to you in just a second, sir.
The only problem I have is my trial starts on the 4th. It should be done the 5th, but that's Judge Rowe's criminal call. So that'd be
So he won't be doing it during that.
trial.
Yeah.
Right. That would be
September 8th at 9:30 then. Now, what do you want to say, sir?
Your Honor, that, first of all, this is supposed to be an examination. Well, I'm not asking for German. I'm asking for multiple. I also want to say this lawyer is being forced on me because I can ask for one. I haven't signed for no attorney to be represented, so I don't know why he adjourned something where he's not even, I mean, that him represented. I mean,
How you going to get the information?
I don't get the information. Well, I said, thank you.
Sir,
Bring to me and review it.
okay, the prosecutor ain't going to bring nothing to the jail to
I
review.
know what the law says. I'm going by
Okay.
what he did.
I don't know what law you looking at. Okay, but the prosecutor's not going to bring you.
But I'm an inclusionary member of the bar by the constitutional right. I have the right to be free and then prosecute myself by the Constitution of the United States Constitution, which is the highest law of the land. Courtroom. I also know that these individuals, I don't even know if these individuals are even practicing law. I don't even know if they like practice law.
What they're doing don't matter. They're not on your case, sir. Sir, I'm not trying any facts. Okay? Number one.
Represented by legal lawyers, not persons impersonating lawyers.
Okay, stop. You finished now?
No, I'm not. You slowly stop. I'm not finished.
Okay. Well, you're finished as far as I'm concerned. So this is what I got to say. First of all, we don't allow anyone to practice law that's unlicensed.
That's not true.
Okay. Okay. Let me just, I don't do it in this courtroom. Okay, sir, would you stop talking to Wolf? I have to have you taken out of here. Because you don't listen. You don't listen.
I have a constitutional right to represent
Charles.
for.
Now, what I'm trying to tell you is this. The prosecutor can't bring you a video. And the video could be the crux of the case. We don't know what it shows. Your lawyer would be derelict and the person here, this the lawyer that's here that's been assigned. Okay. So he would be derelict in duty if he didn't get it to look at it. And to try to ask, well, he doesn't have it yet, sir. And then he can ask, and
I'm asking for this due process.
okay, first of all, there's no basis. There's no
In a
basis.
timely manner.
The motion's denied. There's no basis to dismiss the case. Okay? Not right now, there is not. And so he can ask to bring his computer into the facility to show you the video. If he gets it, which apparently the prosecutor didn't have it. This is the normal prosecutor.
Lying on me.
Okay.
I'm like, let's try what for the court.
Okay. Well, I'm just explaining to you.
Lying.
I don't know who lied or who didn't.
He got money, never got one because they never intended to go this far. They didn't think that I was going to go this far. Thinking that I would come back to
Okay. Well, guess what?
something I did not do.
Nobody asked you to take a plea. First of all,
I'm telling you what he asked.
he might have asked you if you wanted to. I don't know what he said. That's between you and him. But the bottom line is he doesn't even have all the information to make a determination.
But they asked me when he
Okay, I don't know. I said I don't know what he asked you. That's between you and your lawyer. I don't get involved with that. So what I'm trying to tell you is nobody's trying to get you to plead, at least not here, because I'm not taking a plea on this particular case, even though I probably could take a felony plea. I'm not doing that. We're just here to see what's going to happen as far as the discovery and if we need to hold a preliminary exam or not.
it's not going to be, it's not going to be. Well, see, because this is supposed to be my examination. You're not.
This was not your exam. This was a probable cause conference date. All right. We haven't set the exam yet because we haven't gotten all the information to set it. So we're going to go ahead and get the information and we'll make a determination if we're going to set it just in the next week when we come back. So that's what we're going to do. And you need to calm down. Okay. Violence continue.
I'm trying to be right. I already know I get a little handle.
Yes.
That's when I know that I am
But then the truth will come out.
about none of that because these people are trying to process
The truth will come out, sir.
profile, and I'm not going for it.
Okay.
Going on with that.
All right.
Thank you.
We thank you. All right.
Somebody send me the Ricky call. I don't know where it is here. Just a second, I'll go to it.
TR 1215, Mr. Regier, Mr. Hyde appearing as before. Following this conference, which the court initiated, is there any announcement to be made regarding resolution of one or both cases, Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, the state understands that my office has again offered a resolution to the defendant. However, the state understands that there has not been a meeting of the minds in this matter.
Is that correct, Mr. Hyde?
I have produced an offer on my behalf as well, and so we both made offers, and yes, a meeting of the minds has not been met.
All right. I trust then that you wish to go to trial on these matters, Mr. Hyde?
Not at this time. I'm not sure if you've been made aware, but I have requested a subpoena via a precipice that I provided to the Butler County Clerk on August 14th. That was directing them to subpoena records from the Butler County Sheriff's Office with a production date of August 22nd at 5 p.m. That date has come and gone now, and I am still awaiting the subpoenaed evidence that directly affects these charges. However, via some hearsay this morning on the phone with the Butler County Clerk, I was informed that the sheriff had motioned to quash the subpoena. I'm not personally received anything in writing as of now that shows why the sheriff would want to quash a subpoena. As such, I am moving this court to continue this matter until I've had ample time to review and respond to the quash.
least
What
he does-
type of materials were you requesting from the county
doesn't
attorney,
say
excuse
squash.
me, the sheriff's office that they haven't provided?
Sure. Body camera. I can read it directly. If you can give me just one moment. It's
Well, I'm just wanting to know generally, perhaps not every
Of course.
detail, but
Yeah, I wasn't going to read every detail. I have it right here. So that would be some policy in regarding to the Butler County Sheriff's Office policy and procedural manuals, some core policy, procedural directives, training requirements, special orders, general orders, and operational guidelines, and any updates since the arrest till now has happened. Also, all body-worn camera, dash camera, and in-cruiser footage from the time of the incident, and any and all officers, some information in regards to them, as well as probable cause affidavits, and also any further information that may be deemed necessary and pertinent to my cases.
did you
Sorry for
make
the
a
link.
discovery request to the county attorney's office to see what documents they're relying upon?
I have not at this time. I subpoenaed it to the sheriff directly to receive the full entirety of the evidence.
All right. Mr. Height, you're proceeding at least to this point on your own. Is it really your intention to represent yourself on these cases, or do you want an attorney's assistance?
I am not looking for an attorney's assistance.
You need it.
Okay, well, the court doesn't advise you to represent yourself in court for several reasons, Mr. Height. Lack of legal expertise is one. Representing yourself requires a deep understanding of the law, which isn't always available to someone who's not law trained. Second of all, you might be prone to make emotional decisions that would cloud your judgment rather than to make rational decisions driven by logic.
Yeah.
Further, procedural missteps often happen by someone who's representing themselves. Even minor mistakes can have a significant consequence, like missing a filing deadline or failing to follow proper procedure in court. You understand that, Mr. Hyde?
Yes, I appreciate the notes. Thank you.
Well, further, there's the potential for severe penalties. Handling your own defense can lead to severe penalties, which include fines or imprisonment or permanent marks on your record. Do you understand that?
I do.
Now let's go over that. Well, we may have already done this once, but interference with law enforcement as you're charged in case number 261 is a Class A misdemeanor punishable by up to a $2,500 fine and up to a year in the county jail. Do you understand that?
I do.
You understand that in count 2, failure to register a vehicle, an unclassified misdemeanor, is punishable by up to a $500 fine and up to 30 days in the county jail, or both.
I acknowledge.
All right. Further, in your other case, the 1215 case, you face a charge in count 1 of no driver's license in possession, an unclassified misdemeanor, again punishable by up to a $500 fine and up to 30 days in the county jail. You understand that?
I'm aware.
And last but certainly not least, failure to register a vehicle in count 2 in that case is also an unclassified misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days in the county jail and up to a $500 fine, or both.
Thank you for making me aware. I appreciate it.
And I also want to point out to you that if you proceed to trial proceedings on your own, that there's usually difficulty for a pro se individual to present evidence. certainly legal assistance would be very, very helpful, especially when it comes to witnesses or presentation of your evidence in court. It's often very difficult for someone who's not law trained. You understand that, Mr. Hyde?
I appreciate it. Yes,
And knowing all of these things, you still wish to proceed without a lawyer?
that is my intention.
And you do understand that if you can't afford an attorney, after proper application, the court will appoint you a lawyer to represent your interests.
I am aware. However, I would like to also make it known that I am still trying to move for getting this evidence production figured out before I am able to enter a plea. It would be inappropriate to plea without my knowledge of these proceedings beforehand. So that is why I am moving the court for the, specifically speaking on the traffic case, to move for continuance in order to be able to discuss further with the prosecution as well as the sheriff's office and the court, if necessary, to receive the evidence that I need to move forward.
Mr. Regier, is your office in receipt of and or familiar with this subpoena and the motion to quash it?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, I am not aware of any such document, although it would appear that a written objection to defendant's subpoena dulcis tecum and motion to quash was filed with the court last week by Butler County Councilor Terrence Hulskamp.
All right, so it's obvious to the court that he will be handling anything in relation to the subpoena dulcis tecum request, correct?
That would appear accurate based off the filings, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may, I do have a receipt of delivery to the court as well as the prosecution for the subpoena dulcis tecum. So I did make them aware if there was a clerical error within the office. I apologize for that being the case, but I did do my due diligence to make all parties involved available to be aware of the subpoena dulcis tecum that I was to be served upon the sheriff's department. I'd also like to let the record reflect that I do not have a copy of any thing that the sheriff's department or Mr. Hulskamp that may have filed in regards to a whatever motion. I've like I said, I have hearsay from this morning from the clerk, but I do not have anything in writing at this time. So it'd be inappropriate for me to act accordingly as if I knew what the material had on it.
All right. Mr. Hyde, probably some of these requests could have been handled with proper discussion with the county attorney's office. They're usually quite liberal in their turnover of documents in the case, at least anything that's within their possession.
Sure.
If we do have a motion to quash in this case, we'll need to have a hearing on that. I'm inclined to set that as an in-person proceeding on Thursday, October the 2nd.
Just one moment, please.
Oh yeah, he has to check his schedule. Let me see. Hang out in mom's basement.
Thursday,
right. Yeah,
October 2nd. And would that be in regards to both cases or one specifically? I do want to make sure that we're there's two separate cases here, and I'd like to be able to speak clearly to both of them separately.
All right. So your request for information pertains only one of the two cases and not both?
I submitted nearly identical recipes as well as subpoena dulcis tecum for both of the cases. So they would have been served and compiled in very similar manners, requesting very similar records.
All right. Both of these cases
Yeah. You should have
are
asked
assigned
for
to this
discovery.
division. They will be
Dumbass.
essentially
That's how you
handled
actually get it.
together to the extent reasonably possible, though obviously it may be necessary to try the cases separately eventually. Both cases will be set for not only determination of any discovery issues, subpoena issues, if you will, but also for further a determination of status and for further scheduling. So, Mr. Regier, I will need a representative from your office pending, even if County Councilor Hulskamp handles the subpoena issues. You know, I'll need a representative from your office on Thursday, October the 2nd, and I'm contemplating 10 o'clock a.m. for that
Very
hearing.
good, Your Honor.
Fine. All right. 10 o'clock a.m., Thursday, October 2.
And
we'll
that would
sort out
be-
this subpoena issue and any issues related there too.
And what are you titling this hearing again? I'm sorry.
It'll be a hearing to determine whether this court should recognize and continue the county's motion to quash. Court will make appropriate rulings regarding that. And then do further scheduling and status review as to where these two cases stand. Certainly nothing precludes the parties from having further discussions to try to resolve these issues on their own. For now, it does appear that the defendant in this case has rejected any request for appointment of counsel and apparently does not have any intention to retain counsel. So he'll be representing himself at this juncture, despite the court's admonition and warnings otherwise. So 10 o'clock, Thursday, October 2, Courtroom B, Butler County Judicial Center, El Dorado, Kansas. The
Very
county
good.
counselor's office will be so notified.
Judge, I do have one further matter, if you just one moment, please.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And also in regards to the subpoena, I have been in discussions with the Butler County Sheriff's Office, and they have been quite receptive to my discussions in regards to evidence production from this case. I wanted to make you aware that I have been in discussions with them as well as the prosecution in the limited capacity that Jared and I have been. I'm just making you aware so
Jared
that
and I.
it may be clear that I have been working outside of the court as to try and not burden the court for these hearings. Initially, I'm trying to seek remedy, as I was mentioning earlier, outside of the court, and that would be my intention. So just trying to make you aware of such happenings.
Who have you been discussing these matters with at the sheriff's office?
I have received information from I'm not sure of their title, but the administrative person at the front desk.
Okay. Well, probably the person that should be your contact person at the sheriff's office at this time should be Terrence Hulskamp, the county counselor. He does represent the sheriff's office interests in matters such as this, and I think he's the one that actually caused the motion to quash to be filed. So
He's
you
getting
probably want to deal with him.
May I have his name, spelling of his last name, as well as contact information if someone has it available?
I don't have his contact number available, but I can spell his name for you.
I will take
Last
that.
name is Hulskamp, Huelskam.
Good Lord.
I think that's what it is.
And he is the, do you have a title as well?
He's the county counselor.
County counselor.
Yes. He's obviously a lawyer.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay. I am in receipt of spelling of the last name and his title. I suppose I will call the attorney's office to try and receive contact information for him and continue the discussions with him. I hope to be in receipt of any filings that were mailed to me on behalf of the sheriff and or prosecution via the court in the next in the coming days, and review as such.
All right. And you do understand, Mr. Height, that you'll need to be in the courtroom B, Butler County Judicial Center, for this next proceeding.
Courtroom B,
B.
and is that B as in boy?
Correct.
And is that available to me via the main entrance, and then I'll be directed as I get inside?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to be clear about everything, make sure there's no hiccups.
You'll have to check in through security
Okay,
desk, and they'll tell you where you need to go. If you don't know, they'll show you the way.
I appreciate that. Okay,
Mr. Regier, anything further from the state's perspective at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. We have our next court date set, so if there's nothing further at this time, the Quinton Height matters will currently be in recess, and this meeting may be ended for all at this time.
Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you. Thank you, whoever put that in the chat. I was not aware of it. I was streaming. I had a fun clip from Matt UK, Deep Thoughts with Judge Middleton that I was going to do next, but now I think I won't, because we've got a double soft-sit theme going, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Perhaps I'll do that later. That was so much fun. Both of them. First, the dude with the walker. I don't know why. It was really weird. It was on that video. Thanks. That's from Applausible. Thank you, Applausible. And Zach over at Law Nerds Unite got it over to me. But it was really weird because I'm watching it, at least on my end. The judge was perfectly crystal clear, and the defendant was all fuzzy. And I don't know why. But that's neither here nor there. He was out of it. She was not having any of it, and it was a lot of fun. This one was even more funny, and we've got Regier there. First of all, he's screwing everything up. He's saying the subpoena thing. Fine. He's done work. The requests the things he's sort of subpoenaed make sense. I'll say that. He's probably gone beyond the scope, and he's sort of gone outside of the process. What you would do is you would seek these things in discovery. If there's something outside of what is just regularly discoverable or in the prosecutor's possession, then you might issue a subpoena. My guess is the sheriff, they may or may not have a legitimate complaint to quash the subpoena, but my gut reaction is that he's going beyond the scope. Like, he's like, I want personal information from 27 officers, and just BS that he can't ask for. That's what I think. So I don't know if it'll get quashed or if it'll get limited in scope to something reasonable. Nonetheless, all of that is just screwing everything up, because your first thing to do in that case is to ask the prosecutor, hey, what do you have in your possession regarding the charges? That's discovery. And then they have to turn all that over. If you think there's something in there based on your knowledge of the situation that's a gap, then you start going to subpoenas. You say, "Oh, wait a second. I know there's a body cam that they didn't produce to me," and then you subpoena that and sort of make that an issue and pin them in on it. But that's a secondary thing to do, not the first thing. And the subpoena, all that it's Latin. None of us, all of us, by the way, sort of mispronounce it. His was close enough, but. It's Latin, but all that subpoena ducus tecum thing, all that means is you're looking for documents as opposed to a person. So a subpoena is you're asking someone to come to court. So that type of subpoena will say, hey, come to court, or in lieu of that, produce these documents, which really means just produce the damn documents. That's technically what's going on. It's just not what you would do. And then Judge Ricky was like, are you sure you want to do this yourself? The clear implication being because you're doing a horrible job so far, which he is. Just because he does a little research and puts a suit on, he's still flailing around in substance in nowhere land, absolute nowhere land. And one need look no further than when he announces to the court, I am seeking remedy directly with the sheriff's office. Okay, seeking remedy doesn't mean squat. How one seeks a remedy in this society is in court, and you have a pending court case. How you don't seek remedy, which is just sort of a silly soft-set phrase. I guess it sort of has meaning, but what he's saying is, I've got some clever work around the court system. No, that's not what you announce to a judge. That's just stupid. But then we get to the bottom of it. He's like, okay, well, who's your contact? Well, I just talked to the girl at the front desk. Okay, so you're in there wasting the receptionist's time. Nobody else will walk out to talk to you because they have better things to do. That's what's going on, and they don't have to. They're under zero obligation to do so. It's so pathetic and sad. Also, when he checked his schedule, it always makes me think of the Grinch. When these mopes who have nothing going on in their lives have to check their schedule, it always makes me think of the Grinch in the movie. Fantastic joke where the Grinch is complaining about having to reschedule dinner with himself. At which point he states, "I can't cancel again." I can't help it. Involuntarily, that's what I think of every time one of these idiots says, "Let me look." Oh, that was too much fun. Meanwhile, I got the first subset from A Plausible and Zach, and I was going, and the second subset I was not aware of whatsoever. That was a midstream, hey, by the way, it's going down in Ricky. Thank you so much. Whoever you are, I don't know. I just looked so quick, and then I just started looking for Ricky's call so I could go over there. They were both really fun. Subset doubleheader, can't beat it. Good times. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you soon.